How did your combat training kick in unexpectedly as a civilian? I worked security after getting out of the Marines. I'd been out for 2 years, working mall security in Phoenix. Boring job mostly, breaking up teenage fights, escorting shoplifters to the office, helping elderly customers find their cars. Nothing that required my infantry training from 3 tours in Afghanistan. That Saturday started normal. Families shopping for back-to-school clothes, kids running around the food court. I was doing my usual patrol when I heard the first gunshot from the north entrance. My body reacted before my brain caught up. 20 years of muscle memory kicked in instantly. I hit the deck behind a concrete planter, started scanning for muzzle flashes, immediately began tactical assessment of the situation. Civilians were screaming, running in every direction. Pure panic response. No organization, just terror. Parents separated from children, elderly people getting trampled. Complete chaos. I keyed my radio using my old call sign out of habit. Security to dispatch, shots fired, north entrance, multiple civilians down, need immediate law enforcement response. The shooter was near the GameStop. Young guy, maybe 20, moving systematically between stores. AR-15 style rifle, not random spraying but deliberate, trained movements. This wasn't some amateur having a breakdown. My combat training took over completely. I started controlled breathing, managed my adrenaline, began planning a tactical approach. Found a service corridor behind the stores that would let me flank his position. Same principles as clearing buildings in Kandahar. Check corners, avoid fatal funnels, use concealment to close distance. My radio crackled with chaos from other security guards panicking, but I switched to my combat mindset. I moved through the back corridors like I was clearing a compound. Muscle memory from 1,000 training exercises. Stay low, move quiet, control your breathing. Found a maintenance area with clear sight lines to the main floor. The shooter had stopped firing, probably reloading. I could see civilians hiding in stores, others still running for exits. That's when I spotted her. Little girl, maybe 6 years old, separated from her parents, crying behind an overturned table, directly in the shooter's path as he moved toward the Apple store. No time to wait for SWAT. That kid was going to die unless someone acted immediately. Combat decision time. Assess risk, weigh options, execute plan. I grabbed a fire extinguisher, threw it down the opposite corridor to create noise and movement. Classic misdirection. Shooter turned toward the sound, giving me a clear approach. Sprinted across open ground, scooped up the girl, rolled behind the fountain. Military carrying techniques, protect the head, minimize exposure time. Sweetheart, we're playing hide and seek, I whispered. Stay quiet, stay low, I'm getting you to your mommy. I moved her through the service corridors in tactical bounds. Cover to cover, checking angles, listening for movement. The girl stayed silent, following my lead perfectly. Police arrived 12 minutes later, found the shooter barricaded in a storage room. Turns out he'd jammed his weapon trying to clear a malfunction. Real combat is different than video games. 7 people wounded, all survived. The little girl reunited with her parents near the main entrance. Paramedics treated the casualties while SWAT secured the area. Police interviewed me for hours. Wanted to know about my background, my tactical decisions, how I'd moved through the building so efficiently. The SWAT commander pulled me aside afterward. Where'd you learn to move like that? 3rd Marine Division, 2 tours in Afghanistan, I replied. Old habits. He nodded, understanding immediately. You probably saved that kid's life. Maybe others too. Department's hiring if you're interested. 3 weeks later, I started at the Phoenix Police Department. They fast-tracked my application based on the mall incident. Turns out they needed officers who could think tactically under pressure. The little girl's parents send me Christmas cards every year. Emma draws me pictures of policemen helping people. She wants to be a cop when she grows up, just like the man who saved her at the mall. Last month, I responded to an active shooter call at a downtown office building. My partner froze when we heard gunfire. I took point, cleared the building room by room, found the suspect before he could hurt anyone. Combat training doesn't have an off switch. When people need help, Marines help people.